Hi everyone, this is Kathy Higginson. I'm a sales director with Mary Kay. I've been with Mary Kay for 26 years. October will be my 27th anniversary with Mary Kay. I'm so grateful. And I am making this video especially for my friend, my sister director, Amanda Dixon, for her unit. I'm probably going to send it to the Heat Nation as well. But, you know, never ever to downplay the difficulties of this time of the pandemic, the shutdown, people that have lost loved ones, people that are sick. It's been a really difficult time, but I will say one of the silver lining blessings of this time has been my sister sales directors, that we really encouraged one another, and even though we knew each other, we really became closer friends and really started collaborating and sharing ideas with each other. And Amanda Dixon is one of those sister sales directors. And so I'm forever grateful to her. The collaboration with her and all of you that are in her unit are just such a blessing to me and my unit. And so I just wanted to share some ideas with you guys today. Just take a couple quick minutes and share some things. And I just want to tell you, those of you that are in Amanda's unit, I know you know this, but y'all, you have a rock star for a leader. I adore her personally. She is a strong woman of God. Her commitment and her just her love of you, the way she talks about you, the way she brags on all of you and is so grateful for you. Y'all have just an amazing leader. I know a lot of sales directors in our company, and you guys have literally one of the best. So I hope you just appreciate your leader, who is just embodies power and love all in one. And I know she adores all of you. So I just wanted to give you guys just a couple of thoughts real quick today. And the first one, I'm not going to preach a sermon, but you know, I always like to pull in a little scripture. But the first one comes from a story in 2 Kings 4:2. And that's where a widow says to Elisha, you know, she's about to totally run out of provision. And so she goes to Elisha, God's prophet, and says, you know, please help me. Like, my son and I were going to die if we don't have provision. And it's really interesting what he says. He says, what do you already have? And well, she had jars and oil, and you can go read the story, but basically he told her to, in faith, pour the oil into jars, and it like became endless provision that she was able to go and sell and make the money that they needed for the provision. And so I always think of that story. And so I always think, because a lot of times we focus on what we don't have and on what we can't do, instead of focusing on what we do have and what we can do. And so my very first thought is, what do you already have in your hand? What do you already have on hand, as far as samples, as far as products, even if it's something that maybe is discontinued, or just really take a look at what you already have on hand with fresh eyes. And I would say, move it, y'all, creatively. If you have private Facebook groups or even just text messages, take some really great pictures, some really cute pictures of what you already have, bundle it together in a creative way, and move it. Whether it's sending a picture in an email to your customers, whatever you already have in place, a private Facebook group, personal text messages to customers and potential customers, and just let them know. And it, depending on your situation, and you can have Amanda kind of coach you on what would be best for you, but offer 30% off or 40% off of these particular in-stock items, or buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one half. Again, take a fresh look at what you have and move that product and turn it into liquid cash. So that would be my first thought. Be creative with what you already have and turn it into liquid cash. Product on hand is cash in your hand. We just got to move it. We got to promote it. We got to put it out there that we have it to offer. So another thought is this. Sometimes we get a little overwhelmed, especially when, you know, we just had the fall launch and now we have the holiday launch. And I'll tell you guys, I love those limited edition lines and all of that. But honestly, 26 years at this, I mostly sell regular line. I mostly sell and bundle regular line products during the holidays. Now, don't get me wrong, I get some of the limited edition and I promote it and I offer it to people, but sometimes maybe we hold back because we think, well, what if it sells out and that kind of thing. If it does, I would way rather merchandise regular line product and for people to give as gifts, for my customers to purchase to give as gifts, because that is going to create reorders. In every gift you want to put your business card, and that's going to create repeat business. So sure, utilize some of the limited edition, but don't be afraid that it's going to sell out. Then what will I do? Hey, there is so much in our regular line, that we can bundle together and make great gift ideas. Kind of what I always do is I think, if I wasn't in Mary Kay, never been in Mary Kay, would I be excited to get this as a gift? So thinking of like an eye makeup remover, an eyeliner, and an ultimate mascara. I would have loved that bundle as a gift if I was totally unfamiliar with Mary Kay. And I could go on and on. There's tons of great ideas. So having said that, maybe choose one item that you challenge yourself to sell, that so many of that one item. Like our pink clay mask is dreamy, you guys. And if you need visuals and descriptions, go to the official Mary Kay Facebook page, go to the Mary Kay Instagram page. There's all kinds of great pictures and wording and things to use to promote that product. So a good one would be the charcoal mask, the pink clay mask, the lip glosses, the Fanorama mascara. Do you guys know, from one post, I've already sold almost 30 Fanorama mascaras just from one post. So sometimes when you just focus on one item and challenge yourself to sell 10 or 15 or 20 or even more of that one item, and really say, this is the item, and you'll get XYZ free gift, a mini or something fun like that. That could be a sales challenge for you, because here's I always get kind of mathy, but here's basically the math equation that will follow you your entire career on how to actually make profits. So what you want to think of is, quick as you can, sell $500 in retail sales. And I know for some of us that seems like a big number. That sounds like a really big number. But if there's something I've learned, is to embrace big numbers, but take that elephant and break it down one bite at a time. So $500, if you think about it, that's 10 people placing a $50 order with you, or 25 people placing a $25 order with you. That seems more obtainable. So if you're looking for 10 people or 20 people ordering $25, you guys get the point. Anyway, my point is this, that if that many people, so that's the people, so then, all right, so let's think about at least reaching out to 40 or 50 people with our message, with our, this is my goal, this is my challenge, will you please take a look at my website? And if you guys don't have your website set up yet, use marykay.com. One of the smartest things you can do is, if you don't have your website set up, is go to marykay.com, click on the e-catalog, and then copy that link in your web browser and share that. Because when you share that, that opens people up right away to the e-catalog. And if you do have a website, you can even do that as well. Because sometimes people get a little overwhelmed shopping on the actual website, but if you send them a direct link right to the e-catalog, immediately they can start turning the pages and looking through the book. So I let people know, if you want to fill a cart on my website, great, but if you'd rather just send me your list, I can process it on my end. So let people know that. So sell $500 as quick as you can. 10 people ordering 50, 20 people ordering 25, and then from that $500, you guys, 300 of it will cover your active order. 200 of it goes in your pocket. $200 profit. And that is something all of us could do by the end of the month. And so my question to you is, set a goal. What will you do with your $200 profit at the end of the month? That is a substantial amount of money. And the cool thing is, what I always say is then just rinse and repeat. Follow that formula again and again and again. So maybe in October, or even by the end of September, maybe do it twice. Now you've ordered 500 wholesale, and you're putting $400 in your pocket, you guys. And so turn around and around. Then in October, maybe do it 3 times or 4 times. Just keep following that. And it's a matter of plugging people into the virtuals and putting your message out there, letting people know what you already have on hand. Be willing to be perfectly imperfect when you put yourself out there, you guys, and God will connect you with the right people that need and want what you have to offer. My last three thoughts are this. There is magic in the mailing list. So what do I mean by that? And I'm going to share a script with Amanda when I jump off of here that she can share with you guys. But my whole career, when I moved from Minneapolis to Alabama, I was a team leader. So I had 5 people on my team, and I had a customer base going. And when I warm chattered, this is before social media and text messaging and cell phones and all that. But the way that I warm chattered is if I felt like someone gave me good service, or I just felt a connection with somebody, I'd pull out the little information cards that come with our business cards. I'm going to see if I have one. Yeah. These little information cards. And I would say, you've just been so nice to me. I'd love to do something nice for you. Will you take a minute? I'd love to put you on my Mary Kay mailing list. So I didn't just say, hey girl, let's get together for a facial. Hey, do you want to sell Mary Kay? I would say, I'd love to put you on my mailing list. Will you take a minute and fill this out? So now virtually that's easier than ever. So that's what we all, my unit and we lead with when we reach out to somebody, maybe, thinking of friends and relatives all over the United States that maybe you've been nervous to just ask them about Mary Kay. Well, to say, I don't know if you knew or not, but I have a Mary Kay business. I'd love to put you on my VIP mailing list. And if they respond, no, thank you, you guys don't take it personally. They're just not in the market for what you have to offer. Always give a gracious response back. No problem. Thank you for letting me know. And if you hear of somebody that needs Mary Kay in the future, please send them my way. But if they respond back, sure, I'd love to be on your mailing list. Double check that they don't have a consultant, and then say, great, pop over your mailing address and your email address to me. So then in InTouch, you go into My Customers, and you drop their information into My Customers. And the cool thing is, as soon as you always hit save, because if you type all that information in, you don't hit save, it won't save it. But as soon as you do, the company will send a beautiful, professional, automated email to them, inviting them to register on your website. And then go to the dollar store, get a bunch of padded mailers, and pop a little handwritten card to them and some samples, maybe something you already have on hand, and a book and your business card, and say that you can't wait to be of service to them, and pop that in the mail to them. You guys, I've lost count. I know I have well over 500 customers now. And sometimes when you start building customers that way, then you're going to have more of a warm lead to invite them to a virtual, or ask them to do a FaceTime facial if they're local to you, get together. I don't lead with, I want to book you, I want you on my team. I lead with, I'd love to add you to my mailing list, and start the process of turning that somewhat cold lead into a warmer lead. Does that make sense? And then with really great follow-up, I make sure I never miss the preferred customer program mailing, and I keep them on there, and I follow up with them for at least 2 years. I leave them on there, and I could tell you so many stories. We don't have time for that right now, but just trust me, there's magic in the mailing list. So 2 more quick things. Learn to embrace big numbers. Sometimes we're trying to get so much out of just a small group of people. And I always say, grow a big, fat, juicy, churning customer base, and buy the mailing list thing that I just talked about. And of course, other ways that you meet people and pass out your card and those kind of things. But think of it this way. Sometimes you need a lot of people doing a little bit. My husband says to me all the time, Kathy, Walmart and the dollar store, those are billion-dollar corporations selling items like $1, $5, $10 at a time. And so sometimes you don't want just one person buying 300, you want 20 people buying $30 or $40 or $50 and kind of getting the word out about you and what you have to offer, and all of those people add up. So really challenge yourself on, how many are on your customer base now? How many do you have in your customer base that aren't even plugged in to My Customers that would be a great action item just for today. Sit down, get them plugged in. That's a great customer touch, just to say, hey, I just want to make sure that I have your correct mailing address and email address because I want to treat you like a VIP customer, and making sure you have their correct information. And you'll be so amazed at just making little professional touches like that, where they're like, oh girl, I'm so glad you called. I need a satin hands and a satin lips. It's just the craziest thing. So just trust me, there's magic in the mailing list. And then the last thought is take God as your business partner. That's what Mary Kay Ash told us to do. And from the time I was a brand new consultant, I really sought out, what does that mean to take God as my business partner? And even to this day, even though, gosh, I'm about to earn my 12th car, I have a unit of almost 200 all over the US, 500 customers. Even to this day, even before I started recording this video, I was just like, Lord, I wouldn't even dream of trying to do this without you. Please, help me, bless me, give me the words to say, and help me to connect with just the right people. And you guys, he honors those prayers. And also that way, if somebody says no to me or, moves on to something else, I'm like, that's okay. That's just the Lord didn't want me to be really connected with that person. And it helps me release it instead of taking it personally. So those are just some thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys today. I want you to know that connecting with you guys on Thursday nights truly is like one of the highlights of my week. I love you guys. I love your director. I'm so proud to be connected with you and to collaborate with you. I really feel like our Thursday nights are going to grow more and more and more. And I just want to tell you I love you and I appreciate you. And I really believe the best is yet to be for you, each of your personal businesses, and for our company and for your unit. So thanks for taking a few minutes with me today. I love you and I hope to see you Thursday night.